From Alabama to California, we're watching your six, folks. Stay ready, stay free. And when the world goes crazy, what should we do? Drink up, sing it fast. It's the Denton and Sasquatch show. Two voices you ought to know. From prepping tips to politics, they tell it straight. No tricks from Dixie to the Golden Coast. Freedom's what they love the most. Download the podcast, let the truth roll on the Denton and Sasquatch show. This place is half talk show, half weird daycare. I love it!
Hello, welcome once again to the Denton and Sasquatch Show, coming to you live from both California and Alabama. My name is Sasquatch. I live in California. His name is Denton. He lives in Alabama, and somehow, through the modern technology we call the internet, we make it sound like we are in the exact same room. Except this week, Denton is not here, and our good buddy Einor is filling in again. He is from Arizona, and he is Einor.
How you doing?
Hanging in there. Did you have a nice little week off that we didn't do the show?
I did. Are you recovered from your crispy experience?
No, and that's something I wanted to start off with. Let me give the email address real quick. If you want to hit us up on the show, you can do so at dentonandsashow@gmail.com. Yeah, I went on a cruise last week, and that's why we didn't do a show last week. And I just wanted to, well, for one, I got burnt really bad, and I'll talk about that. But for two, I want to talk about the cruise itself and how everybody on that ship was a rude bastard. I mean, I shouldn't say everybody, probably 90%, maybe 85, 90% were. Like, I'm trying to walk around on the ship. I now walk with a cane, and I walk with a limp. And I walk real slow, and you notice it. You just do. You can't not notice it. You know, I had little kids staring at me like I was, you know, a creature from the Black Lagoon or something. But they see you there, and it's a small space to get through sometimes when there's a lot of people walking, and they'll just cut right in front of you. No problem. Just step right in front of you. Some of them might say, "Oh, excuse me," or "Oh, sorry." Well, if you see me and you know I'm having difficulty walking, why are you almost kicking my feet out from under me to get to the buffet faster?
Yeah.
I guess it's a pet peeve of mine when people are just rude. I mean, I got to say, the staff of the ship were awesome about it. Anytime they saw me carrying something like food plate or a drink or something like that, or a towel, you know, they'd be like, "Oh, can we help you? Can we help you?" And you know, they were great about it. But the passengers, mostly Americans, I'm guessing, just a bunch of rude a-holes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
finally got that off my chest.
It does remind me of a quick story here.
All right.
You'll remember about 4 years ago, I broke my ankle pretty bad, and I was on crutches for, I don't know, 3-4 months, whatever it was, quite a while. And wife and I had decided to go out to dinner, and we were leaving the restaurant and crutching back to the truck, and there was another guy and his family right in front of me, and he was also on crutches. And he was crutching along pretty slow. He had just done his like 2 days earlier, but he was in tough shape. I felt sorry for the guy, and I made a comment, you know, loud enough for his family and him to hear, you know, something about, you know, damn, they should give us special jackets or something, you know. And the whole family stopped and turned and just glared at me until they noticed me on the crutches. And then we had a good laugh about the whole thing. Oh, how'd you do yours, and what'd you do, and on and on and on and on. But yeah, people are just jerks. They really are.
Yep. And you know, I knew this before because we did a family trip to Disneyland. I don't know, 5-6 months ago, and they were the same way there. People just, and I even had one of those little scooter things when we were at Disneyland.
Yeah.
And people would walk right in front of me. I'd have to hit the brakes because if not, I would have hit them. And finally, I told my wife, I'm like, I'm just going to hit them.
Yeah.
And I took a couple ankles out. And then
Yeah.
they turn around and glare at you like you did. It's like, no, you stepped in front of me while I was rolling forward.
Yeah. Yeah. I got no sympathy for those kind of folks.
Yeah, well, they can burn.
Yeah.
Speaking of burning, yeah, I know her mentioned that I got a little burn on the ship. I'm glad my wife's not here right now because we'd get into a monster fight about it. But typically, you know, she sprays me down with lotion or whatever it is, sunblock.
WD-40.
Yeah, probably Crisco oil. And this time she sprayed me from the waist up, but didn't spray my legs.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'd get in a big fight right now if she were here because she's like, I never spray your legs. I'm like, yes, you do. You spray everything because I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she didn't want to own it, but yeah, just I'll put a picture of it on the YouTube version of the show, just so people can see it because it's pretty gnarly. It's like at least a second degree burn. I think that's what it's called, second degree burn.
With the blisters, yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah, and it's all the way up my shin, so it looks like, you know, I took 3 different pictures of it. One the day it happened, one like 4 days later, and then one like 9 days later. And you can just see the progression of it, how gross
Yeah,
it got.
you look like a Hiroshima guy.
I know. And it really wasn't even hot that day. I mean, it was hot. It was probably 80 something, but man, it just fried me.
Well, you get the water reflecting at you from all angles, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. There's one more thing about my cruise I wanted to bitch about. And this was no fault of the cruise liner. Overall, the cruise liner was good. I wouldn't say it was great, but it was good. It was, you know, clean, and they had decent food and whatever. It's just the people were a-holes. But no, we went on what they call, if you've never been on a cruise before, an excursion. It's like something extra you can pay for. And it's usually something like riding horses on the beach or riding ATVs through the old town or bikes or something like that, or parasailing. You know, they have a ton of them you can do. Well, since
Yeah.
I'm in the shape that I'm in, we couldn't do much. So we did a lunch on the beach.
Okay.
And this was after I had already gotten burned, so I had to suit up really, really well when we went out there. But
In your asbestos.
yeah, and so it's lunch on the beach, and it's really like you get there. You get off the ship, and they take you on this little like tram sort of thing. But this was in Mexico, just so everybody knows. But it's being pulled by a tractor.
Okay.
There's no like specialized car or anything, and it's just a trailer with like seats on it. That's it. So
Okay.
about as crude as you can get.
So kind of a third world tram.
Oh yeah. And so they take us through the town, which is kind of cool because it's a really old town, and you get to see some old, you know, there's like an old gas station there, and you know, just cool stuff. We get there. You get off, you walk through the very front of it and start heading towards the beach. You walk across the sand and almost up to where the water is lapping the sand. And there's a bunch of chairs there, and in the middle of the table is an umbrella, and we're going to have lunch, which is included in the whole excursion thing. We get a drink, and a little while later, the waiter comes back, and he says, "Oh, just so you know, if you want to keep the what is it called? The umbrella over your table, it's going to cost you $20. I go, what? Yeah. It's $20 if you want to keep it. If not, we take it out. I'm like, well, nobody said anything like that to me. So then my wife starts trying to barter with the guy, and her Spanish is really bad. So they wanted $20, and she says, "I'll give you 25 for it." She said it in Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, you're you're paying the guy more now. So, nevertheless, me being as fried as I was, and you're there for 5 hours too. So, can you imagine sitting in the sun? There's not enough room. Well, I mean, who takes a umbrella on a cruise? But
Yeah.
so it's a total ripoff. Yeah, I was pissed about it because we were going to be sitting there for 5 hours. Because after you eat, you get to go swim in the ocean and do whatever. But yeah, just I'm already burnt to a crisp, and then I'm going to sit there for 5 hours out in the hot sun at the beach. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And they got you by the short hairs because what are you going to do? Say no? Take your damn umbrella?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I looked online for the company that runs it because I was going to make it a complaint. Nothing. There was nothing about this company.
Well, did you at least tell the cruise liner?
I think my wife wrote it in the little. You get like a card at the end where you can rate everything and say yes, whether you liked it or not. I think she wrote it in there.
Okay. Well, at least they're aware of it. Maybe they'll stop doing business with that company.
Maybe. Yeah, my wife, she cusses like a sailor sometimes, but in stuff like that, she has a better head than I do because I would have just been like, F this and F you. And
Yeah, so that's kind of how I am.
Yeah. All right, enough of my harrowing cruise line adventure.
Well, other than that, was it enjoyable?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, like I said, the food was good. Wouldn't say great. It was good. My wife and son liked it more than I did. I thought it was good, and they were like, "Oh, I thought the food was better than Carnival," because we had been on Carnival and before, and then this one was Royal Princess, I think it was called.
Oh, my wife used to rave about them. She's been on a couple of cruises.
Yeah, so that was good, and they had plenty of stuff for the kids to do. I say kid, my son's like going to be 20 years old in like 7 days, but
I'm still a kid.
Yeah, well, to us it is for sure. He doesn't think he's a kid, but
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one thing I've got claustrophobia, something horrible. And when my mother-in-law was alive, she used to like to cruise. And so every other year she would take my wife on a cruise, and the opposite year she would take my sister-in-law and her husband on a cruise. But I never went. It was just, the idea of being closed in on this ship. My wife said, it's a big ship, and you're not, elbow to elbow with everybody, so you can get away. And I couldn't get past that. So, she went to some cool places, the Mediterranean, and I don't know, the Amazon. She went down at one point, and all kinds of cool places. But I just could not get my head around doing that.
Yeah, I get a little bit of claustrophobia, but this time was much better because my wife told them that we needed an ADA room.
Okay.
And they gave us a junior suite. It was huge.
Oh, cool.
It was gigantic. I'm like, well, we'll have to use this one every time we go somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because, those we went on before my whole brain thing, we went on Carnival, and it was just a tiny little room, so I had a really hard time. I was out of the room more than I was in the room.
Yeah.
But overall, good times.
Oh, good.
All right, let's get on with whatever this show is about.
What is the show about?
Well, I had a lot of time to think when I was on the boat, and I thought, maybe if Denton doesn't come back, or maybe we need a new name for the show, because things get stale after a while. And Denton and I have been doing this for like, I don't know, 7 years, something like that, 8 years.
Long time.
Yeah. So I thought maybe a new show name, and I'm still kicking that around. But in the meantime, I wrote down some new names for the show, and I'm going to run them past you, and I just want to know what you think.
Okay.
All right, starting off with possible new show names. Number 1, Pirate Radio.
I like that one.
You like that one? All right.
I like that one a lot.
Okay. Number 2, The Show That Sucks.
The show that sucks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3, Take This Show and Shove It.
Yeah, that's got attitude. I like that.
Number 4, Cancer Boy and the Homesteader.
Yeah.
Well, we may get people feeling sorry for me.
Well, there's that. Yeah. Yeah.
The next one is We Are Definitely Not a Cult.
That's honest.
All right. Next one is No Kings, Just Two Bad Mother Effers.
That one, I kind of like that one too.
Yeah, it's a little wordy, but I like that one as well.
Yeah.
Next up is We'll Punchline You.
Okay.
Next up is Huey Sassinor in the News.
Kind of a takeoff on the 80s rock band, huh?
Yep. Another one here. The Crispy Bacon and the Norseman Show.
Okay.
Next up, Leisure Suit Lounge.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Any of you guys from the late 80s video game scene will understand that.
Mm-hmm. All right, this one is a nod to our friend Slippy. Spikes, Pikes, and Your Ass.
That'll work too, yeah.
All right, we got. I think we got 4 more here. This one's real, straight to the point. This show sucks.
Didn't we have that before?
I don't know. Did we
I
already?
thought that was number 2.
Oh, let me scroll back up and see. Oh no, that one was called The Show That Sucks.
Okay.
All right, next up, The Mostly Harmless Advice Show.
Douglas Adams. Hey, there we go.
The Shits and Giggles Show.
Can't go wrong with Adams. 42, baby.
Yeah. All right, the Shits and Giggles Show. I don't know if I'm shits or I'm giggles.
You broke up on that one, my friend.
Oh, it was the Shits and Giggles Show.
Okay. Didn't say something after that?
Yeah, I said I wasn't sure if I was shits or giggles.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose it kind of depends on what drugs you're on that day, huh?
That's true. All right, and finally, if I had a drum roll, I'd play it. The last show we may change the name to. The Denton's Not Here Man Show.
Honest, straightforward. That'll work.
Denton's Not Here, man. I don't know. I always enjoyed that line. You still with us, Einor?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's jump
So are
in.
we are we going to do this as a voting thing, or how does this work?
Oh no, I was just throwing these out here. I don't know if we're going to use any of them or not.
Okay.
More of a comedic thing than anything. All right.
Okay.
This one's fun. To the news stories, I guess. A weekend event billed as the ultimate Barbie fan experience turned into a major disappointment for attendees who say the Barbie Dream Fest in Fort Lauderdale failed to deliver on nearly every promise made in its advertising. The 3-day event held at Broward County Convention Center drew Barbie fans from across the country, some of whom spent thousands of dollars on tickets, flights, and hotels. Ticket prices ranged from $72 for a single-day pass to $502 for premium packages, but many attendees say what they got wasn't worth the price of a clearance bin doll. Brenna Miller, a 40-year-old superfan from New York, flew in with 3 friends and spent roughly $2,000 in total on the trip. She bought a Dream Pass ticket marketed as the ultimate experience for $453. Miller described the event as the most Temu Barbie convention she's ever seen. Okay, I'm going to stop. No, I'm not going to stop right there. I guess they had an interactive Barbie dream house, but it was a VW bus that you weren't allowed to sit in. It was actually a cardboard cutout of the Barbie dream house.
Okay. Well, my first question, okay, regarding this chick from New York. Is that where you said she's from?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was in Florida, but I think she was from New York.
Okay. So she said it was the most lame Barbie convention she's ever been to. How many Barbie conventions has she been to? And it sounds like more than one.
Yeah, I was thinking something along those lines. I was like, you're 40 years old and you're going to Barbie conventions?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a huge Star Wars fan because I'm right in that wheelhouse when I was a kid that I saw it. Love that movie.
Right.
But I'm not going to go to a Star Wars convention. I'm 50-something years old.
Yeah. I don't know. When I was traveling all the time on business, I ended up getting booked one time. This was, God, a long time ago, like 15, 20 years ago. But I ended up getting booked at a hotel in the middle of one of those Comic-Con conventions.
Oh, yeah.
And I was ready to hang myself by the third night there. I mean, those people are frickin' weird.
Oh, yeah. And they're like pretending to be whoever they're dressed as. And yeah, I mean, I went to one of those when I was, I think, like 19, 20, and it was fun. But yeah, today it wouldn't be so much fun.
Well, I mean, number one, when you were 19 or 20 was, a whole different world.
Yeah.
And number two, when you're 19 or 20 and see all these hot girls with barely any clothes on, yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah. That's about the only reason to go.
Good Lord. I mean, I was damn near homicidal by the third night in the hotel. You go down to the bar and get a beer at the end of the night, and you walk out of there ready to kill somebody. Yeah. Oh, it was just horrible.
Funny how things when you're younger you can tolerate. And then you get older and you're like, these people are they need a beat down.
They do. Yeah. Get off my lawn, you little bastard.
Exactly. All right. Do you remember when vaping was new and it was touted as the safe alternative to smoking?
Yes.
All right. Well, a sweeping review of more than 100 scientific studies has concluded that nicotine-based e-cigarettes are likely to cause lung and oral cancer. Published Monday in the Journal of Carcinogenesis, the landmark review was led by researchers at the University of New South Wales in Australia. Unlike many earlier studies that compared vaping to smoking, this one examined whether e-cigarettes Excuse me, man, I opened that beer and now I'm burping all over the place. Hey, that could be a name for the show, The Burp Show.
There you are.
There you go. Unlike many earlier studies that compared vaping to smoking, this one examined whether e-cigarettes cause cancer on their own. To our knowledge, this review is the most definitive determination that those who vape are at an increased risk for cancer compared to those who don't. Considering all the findings from clinical monitoring, animal studies, and mechanistic data, e-cigarettes are likely to cause lung cancer or oral cancer. All right, I read that story, and I remembered exactly what I said at the beginning about how they touted it as safe, and you should stop smoking, and you should start doing these. Well, I went on the interwebs, and I asked the interwebs, is nicotine classified as a direct carcinogenic? And it said nicotine is not classified as a direct carcinogenic. And what does it say? A substance that causes, well, yeah, everybody knows, causes cancer by damaging DNA. So who's telling the truth?
Uh-huh.
I mean, is it going to give you cancer or not? I don't know.
Well,
But from everything I've seen and read about it, it doesn't.
you know, I guess when I quit smoking stogies, I'm definitely hooked on the nicotine. There's no question about that. And I wanted something that would, give me the nicotine jag and continue to give me the increased testosterone, which supposedly nicotine does, without having to resort to stogies. And so I opted to go with the nicotine pouches rather than the vaping. And in my particular case, the whole reason behind it was it just didn't seem prudent to me to be inhaling water vapor.
Yeah.
You know, sucking water vapor into your lungs that's called drowning, isn't it?
I suppose if you get enough of it in there.
So, yeah, that was kind of my thought process behind it. Now, I could be insane, and there are many that think I am, and that's fine. But that was my thinking anyway. So I chose the pouches, which I'm pretty happy with. Particularly the Tucker Carlson snooze pouches.
There you go. Is that what it is? The snooze?
The snooze, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because,
He
yeah.
calls them, what are they called? Alp.
Yeah. After I had the brain surgery, because I used to dip Copenhagen snuff. And so I had to stop doing that. But so I found another brand of stuff that is no tobacco, but it does have the nicotine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's right where I'm at, too.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we're talking about the vaping. This is one about vaping as well. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. All right. A new California study is raising alarms about possible link between cannabis vaping and a rare but potentially deadly condition that can leave users violently ill for days. The study, published in the Journal of Cannabis and Cannabinoid Research, found that people who used electronic vape cartridges developed cannabinoid hypermesis syndrome, or CHS, significantly faster than those who smoked marijuana or consumed edibles. CHS is a condition that causes cycles of severe nausea, stomach pain, and extreme vomiting in long-term cannabis users. The study was based on more than 1,100 responses to a digital survey of people who reported experiencing CHS. It did not prove a direct cause and effect relationship between vaping and CHS, but it did find a strong statistical association. Vape cartridges users were more likely to develop CHS and to use higher amounts of cannabis overall. So, yeah. They didn't find any direct connection, but they say that it happens.
Okay. Well,
I mean, okay, so they had them do this digital survey. Okay, great. But they're smoking weed. So how reliable can their answers be?
yeah. Well, can you even trust the reported results? Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I used to work with a guy that got high all the time. I mean, he was basically constantly high. And
Yeah.
he's a good guy, but he just he was out there sometimes. I got to quit drinking beer. It's causing me to burp. All right. Oh, you know what? You're going to love this one, Einar. All right. Animal rights activists are urging officials in both the U.S. and U.K. to ditch traditional Easter eggs in favor of decorating potatoes for their annual egg rolling festivities.
Potatoes.
Yep. Pitching the swap as a win for both chickens and their constituents. Oh, I see what they're saying. Advocates argue that swapping eggs for potatoes would spare hens from industrial farming while offering a more sustainable and less breakable alternative for kids hurdling their holiday eggs downhill. In a letter to First Lady Melania Trump, PETA, one of your favorite groups, proposed rebranding the annual White House Easter egg roll, which dates back to 1878, into a Make America Great Easter potato roll, complete with dyed spuds, sack races, and hot potato games. Nevertheless, the White House Easter egg roll remains on the congressional calendar for Monday, April 6, 2026.
Yeah. So the hot potato roll. So instead of giving the kid an Easter egg, you're gonna give him a boiling potato and burn the kid. There's thinking.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, this is a horrible idea because potatoes do not roll very well.
Not to mention they turn black if you put them out in the air for more than
Yeah.
a minute and a half.
Yeah, there is that. But as soon as I saw PETA was involved in this, I'm like, I gotta pull this story because Einor loves the PETA.
Yeah. Well, I love cats. I just can't eat a whole one myself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know, they're very filling.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Recently, okay, let me just say, this is not me speaking, this is from the story. Recently, after a long day of sending emails, I assembled a bowl of food I had prepared over the weekend. Brown rice, ground turkey, and half an avocado, all drizzled in hot sauce. As I snarfed my meal on the couch, okay. Is it snarfed or is it scarfed?
I guess you could go with either one, but yeah, I get your point.
I have never heard somebody say I snarfed down that pizza. It's always, to me, it's always been scarfed.
Yeah.
Anywho, as I scarfed down my meal on the couch, my husband peeked into my bowl and said, "Having some boy kibble?" It turns out he was not just making a rude comment about my slop. On social media, health-conscious Gen Z men have started using the term to describe a quick and easy meal: ground beef, rice, and sometimes a vegetable or fat. The brown lumpy concoction is praised by gym bros as an easy, relatively cheap way to get the carbs and protein necessary to maximize their workouts. So I guess the cool new thing is saying that you eat dog kibble.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
yeah, let's hope that they don't breed with the PETA people. Oh man, that does not sound good.
I was gonna say I don't know about the rice, but the beef and the vegetables that's isn't that like a shepherd pie?
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah.
You can get some of those potatoes that are left over from the potato roll at the White House and throw those in there too.
Yeah, you get one of those. What are those? I can't remember what they call them. The British thing that they put in their pocket and carry out in the field
Oh, I don't even know.
when they're chasing the sheep. Pasties or whatever.
Oh, I was going to say knee pads.
Well, there's that. Yeah,
I mean,
that's the Muslims, I think.
all right. And on that note, let's get to weird news.
It's time for Weird News.
Because this has all been completely normal.
Oh, yeah. Hey, there you go. We can call this the normal show.
And that pretty much tells you all you need to know about modern American culture, does it not?
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. All right, this is from CBS News. 12 tons of Kit Kat bars stolen in a chocolatey heist in Europe, Nestle says. A massive 12-ton shipment of Nestle Crunch Kit Kat bars was stolen in a heist that risked causing a shortage in stores right before Easter. Kit Kat, which is owned by Swiss food giant Nestle, told AFP on Saturday that a truck transporting 400,000 units of its new chocolate range has been stolen during transit in Europe. The shipment disappeared last week while heading between production and distribution locations, the company said. The company also warned that the missing chocolate bars may lead to a shortage of Kit Kats appearing on the shelves, and buyers may struggle to find their favorite chocolates ahead of Easter. In totally unrelated news, my new chocolatey driveway paver should be finished by the end of this weekend.
You know, I saw that story last weekend, and it infuriated me. I mean, I am just absolutely nuts about Kit Kat bars.
Yeah.
I would kill for Kit Kats. And this particular shipment was headed to Poland. And so those poor little Polak kids are not going to get their Kit Kats for Easter. It just pissed me off. Oh, I was just furious.
Oh, I know. It's so horrible. Maybe we should donate.
413,700 and some odd Kit Kat bars they lost.
Yep.
I mean, that is just... Those people belong in a separate ring of hell.
I'm sure there's a door there in hell that says Kit Kat abusers or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, they belong below Hitler, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Well, this next story in Weird News takes us back to the vaping. A squirrel was caught on camera vaping at a London park. A video provided to the Telegraph shows a gray squirrel appearing to nibble on the mouth of a vape atop a wooden fence at a park in Brixton. It's Brighton, isn't it? It's spelled with an X?
There's both, yeah.
All right. Other photos and videos posted to various social media sites have captured other incidents of squirrels handling, chewing on, or even buying vape devices in the United States and Britain.
How do they buy them?
I don't know. I saw that too, and I'm like, how are they buying them?
And aren't there laws that, you can't sell a vape device to a squirrel without proper ID?
I mean, in this nanny world that we live in, I'm not surprised there's not.
Yeah.
Experts warn vaping could lead to a human... Oh. See, I forget I put jokes at the end of these. Experts warn vaping could lead to a human becoming a squirrel.
Yeah?
All right, not that funny.
Well, I could see it, and for some people that would be an improvement.
Yeah.
Kind of circling back around to the Barbie convention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It'd be like the world's first superhero, Squirrel Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Or what is it, South Park, where Cartman becomes the coon?
Oh yeah. Major chaos. All right. Which one is this? All right. Scientists have used a tiny plastic obstacle course to test how much sperm would struggle to navigate during sex in weightlessness of space. Some particularly resilient sperm still made it through the course, suggesting that conceiving children in space will still be possible, according to research published Thursday. However, a bigger problem could be that the development of the embryos after fertilization was harmed by the lack of gravity, the Australian team of researchers found. With humanity setting its eyes on colonizing space, scientists have been studying how difficult it will be to procreate on spaceships or other worlds. One of the biggest challenges... wait a second. Let me start that sentence over again. One of the biggest challenges is that the sperm will no longer be pulled down by Earth's gravity. The scientists used a plastic chamber that resembles the female reproductive tract to act as a miniature obstacle course, the senior author of the study said. Think of it as a tiny racetrack. Sperm are introduced at one end and have to swim their way through the other, filtering out the weak runners. However, the sperm that did make it through were rewarded with... See, I did it again. I stepped on my own joke. I'm getting really bad about this. All right, let me read that again. The scientist says, think of it as a tiny racetrack. Sperm are introduced at one end and have to swim their way to the other. However, the sperm that did make it through were rewarded with tiny medals and a free 2-night stay at a Holiday Express Inn.
With breakfast in the morning, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
And a cigarette.
Yeah, you get the free, definitely get the free breakfast.
I guess my question on this whole thing would be, okay, what if the sperm actually does make it all the way to the end and does fertilize an egg, and you do conceive a child in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're in this little bitty capsule that is, smaller than a minivan, for God's sakes, and you're stuck with a screaming infant for a year and a half.
That's a good point.
I mean, let's consider this whole thing. That's the problem with modern science. We don't look at the big picture.
Yeah, for sure. And you didn't bring diapers with you, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Lots of questions to be answered before they start messing around with this stuff.
Well, particularly, given that the Artemis, wasn't even 24 hours into its mission and the toilet broke.
Well,
How about that?
I thought they did take that janitor with them, so...
Well, yeah. Was that the Canadian?
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey, what have you guys been putting down here? What's that?
What they're good for.
Yeah. That's what he's going to be like, hey, what have you guys been shoving down the toilet, eh?
Yeah. Steve, we told you not to bring the poutine.
Do they make that like Tang where you just add water to it? And
I'm sure they do. I mean, you can't swing a dead cat up there, at least in eastern Canada, without hitting a place selling poutine.
Yeah. All right. I know we're up and running over at OTP. You have any news about that or any information that we need to know?
Not that I can think of. I did get an email today from some broker that was trying to resell us our old domain.
Of course.
So apparently they want to sell us the outdoortradingpost.com. I did not respond to the guy to see how much he wanted, but yeah. So I may give it a couple of months and then go out and try and re-register and have both of them pointed at the same site, but I'm not going to mess with that even for a couple of months till things settle out a little bit here.
Probably a good idea. All right, well, I want to give the email one more time. If you'd like to contact the show. It's dentonandsasshow@gmail.com. Yeah, you can email us and say, Sass, what is your problem? You sound like you're having a stroke on the show. And who knows? Maybe I am.
Yeah, well, we're both getting to that age where that's a very real possibility, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well. Well, I want to thank everybody for listening. We appreciate all 6 of you. Make sure that you are thankful for every day God has given you. Help each other whenever you can. Stay safe. And don't take any crap from anyone. Have yourself a blessed day, and we'll see you.
And have a blessed Easter.
Yes, sir.